welcome back to Derby Date Night Tournament Edition. You are joining us for the 5th game. Is this the 5th game already? Wow. 5th game in this 12-game tournament. We have seen each one of our teams play one game, and now we are getting into the semifinals. In our first semifinal, we are finding Boomington Blockheads from Bloomington, Indiana, versus Team Philippines, our borderless team, the Jeepney Squad. We're excited to see this matchup. The winner of this game will go on to the championship game tomorrow. Joining me on the mic this time, I know you've gotten used to Coach Eric. He's still here, but he's just going to be in the chat a little bit and talking to you via the power of words. And I have got Purple Fury from Boomington Blockheads here on the mic with me.
Yes.
Are you excited to talk on the mic?
Oh, I'm happy to be here. I've watched so many Derby date nights, so
you are such a fabulous fan, and we love coming down to Bloomington to do some of your games, and we are excited to hear your insight as a skater on Bloomington as this game goes on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep, we are getting ready here. Okay, so I am going to make sure that I have got all my different skaters and how to say their names and all that good stuff. Are they doing introductions of everybody?
They are.
Okay, well then I can say more things. I can do my whole spiel. Hold on, let me open it.
There's so much.
Look, we're in game 5, so give me a little grace on game 5. Eric says no grace. Purple Fury is sitting here for the first time. I bet Purple Fury is going to give me a little grace.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
See? Getting some grace there. All right, so I'm Aria Kidding Me, and I am the first half, I won't say better half of Derby Date Night, because the better half is the one who doesn't talk on the mic very much and just mutes me when he feels like it. Seriously, the technical producer, director, and my forever Derby Date Night. We've also got Purple Fury with us here, and we have got Eric on stats. He'll be back on the microphone after this game. And what else? We bring you both good roller derby and bad jokes. With the bad jokes this weekend, we are on the farm because this is the tournament, and we are surrounded by the beautiful rolling fields of farming here in Indiana. So all of our jokes this weekend are farming jokes. So we've been enjoying some pretty bad jokes, and that's been fun for us. If you are just finding us for the first time, welcome. Please like and subscribe. We are live almost every weekend right now with more derby from lots of different teams later this month. Next week, we're going to be in, what state are we in? Kentucky? We're going to be in Kentucky with Rock, roller derby of Central Kentucky. The weekend after that, we're going to be doing the JRDA Open Regionals. And there will be, actually, I can even talk to you about that, Purple Fury, because you have some skaters who skate for JRDA. So I'll be seeing you. I'm going to see you a lot this month because the weekend after that, we're going to be in Bloomington with the Boomington Blockheads at Skate the Rainbow. So we've got lots going on. So if you subscribe to us, then you'll know where we're coming. You can even become a member of Derby Date Night. Serious, do you got time real quick to put up the QR code? Scan that and find out all about how to become a member today and find out about all the extra special things. But Derby's starting, so scan it real quick. You can find out more. Let's watch Derby. Team Philippines, Baby Damulag and Shreddy Mercury. Baby Damulag is out as your lead jammer. The star has been passed quickly to Lego Blocks, who will now be your jammer for Bloomington. Again, Baby Damulag is out after having scored 4 points. Lego is stuck behind a Team Philippines tripod. That is going to be a rough one to get through. Damulag is coming through, trying to find some space on the inside, up on those tiptoes, and stays inbound, gets through, sees that Lego Blocks also got through, and calls the jam after scoring 8 points, getting Team Philippines on the board first.
And then we got our first penalty as well from Godzilla Rex on Team Philippines.
Yep.
They're sitting in the box right now.
So we're going to start with a 4-3 Bloomington pack advantage with 3 blockers out there from Team Philippines. As I was saying earlier in that first game, Team Philippines has never played together before, and you would never guess it because I feel like what I've seen so far are some of the strongest tripods of the tournament from Team Philippines, for sure. They are doing a great job with these tripods. All right. Panay Envy is out as your lead jammer. Van Gogh is jamming for the Blockheads, but has passed the star to Killdeer, who will now be your jammer of record. Panay sees Killdeer out and calls the jam. Goldie says we are holding up well. I know, I still have my voice right now. I think I still have most of my mind.
And
we've got some people rooting for Team Philippines in the chat.
We've had 2 star passes from Blockheads so far.
Yeah, they've not. Have they gotten lead jammer yet? In our first 2 jams? No, it's both been Team Philippines. Okay.
They've been bursting out so far.
Kimbo says voice of Derby Date Night. Is that me? I think so. Promise Team Philippines 1 lumpia per point scored, then you'll see some scoring. Chromatos is the lead jammer for Boomington. I Am Godzilla jamming for Team Philippines, getting pushed to the inside, has taken that star off as Chromatos comes in on a scoring pass. Getting pulled to the back there by the Binka Bruiser. Was slowing down Chromatos. Did Chromatos get any points there? I do think they did. 2 or 3? 3 for Boomington Blockheads.
And we are on the board for the Blockheads now.
Mr. Bruce Guy says JRDA playoffs is going to be 7 games for 6 teams. Indianapolis is just one of the locations hosting the first set of playoffs. The second set is being hosted the following weekend across the country. Yes, that is very true. And we are so excited to be a part of this and to also be able to showcase junior roller derby, which is freaking amazing. And I love seeing it. So I definitely suggest you tune in for that tournament as well. And thank goodness it's not going to be as many games as we have this weekend. Karma Chameleon is jamming for Team Philippines, and Shreddy Mercury for Boomington. Lead jammer is gonna go to Shreddy Mercury. Lego Blocks is pulling Karma back to the back of the pack. Shreddy Mercury in the pack on a scoring pass. Karma is through. Karma is coming up to the pack, and that jam will be called. I think Chameleon got some points there. So talk to me a little bit about what you saw this morning when Boomington won their first game, and how did you feel about them coming out victorious in an overtime jam after coming from almost 50 points behind the other team?
We are, at this point, starting to become a second half team. It has... We've been able to come back from 50 points multiple times, and it was just an amazing feeling to see us come back tie and then win in the overtime. That's a first for a lot of people, and especially for us.
Right? I don't think I've ever been in an overtime jam, or like my team has never gone. It's a very unique thing to go into overtime in Derby. So that was a really cool thing to watch this morning, and I definitely suggest that you rewatch that first game. It was amazing. Baby Damulog is your lead jammer and has scored 4 points. Van Gogh has gotten out of the pack, and Damulog is looking at the bench and does decide to call the jam before Van Gogh can score any points, bringing Team Philippine to 16 points. Boomington holding in there, though, with 7.
And we have a few green skaters, too. Spinsterella, this is only her second bout, period.
That's so cool. And just wonderful to watch. I mean, a tournament as your second game ever, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, do you think, now how do you think, I know Boomington usually only plays 1 game in 1 day. How do you think Boomington is going to feel about doing 3 games in 2 days?
It's definitely going to be a challenge for sure. We discussed a lot about this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yep.
And to take care of our bodies, sleep. I don't know how many memes we posted in the chat of drink some water 3 days ago. You should be hydrated 3 days ago.
Envy is, Envy thought that she got a penalty, but Envy is actually lead jammer. So Envy is going to be lead jammer and come in with a little run through the apex to grab 4 points untouched. 4 points untouched is so hard to do sometimes. Meanwhile, Chromatos has that star off, might be looking for the pivot, throwing fits, but is not able to get very close to throwing fits at this point, and Envy was able to get through to grab 4 more points. Oh, look at that really open inside line, but Harley got there, closed the door, and slowed down Envy. But Envy was able to get through for another 4 points for Team Philippines. Kimbo asked if this is the first time we have had a international team, and yes, last year we had Black Diaspora, which is a no borders team, but Team Philippines is our first international team that we have had, and it's so exciting to have these no border teams come in these tournaments, and especially to be able to have this B-level tournament, because I think some of those no borders teams, a lot of times they're looking for those A-level skaters or charter skaters to be on those teams. This is an opportunity for skaters to be represented at a different level of derby, and so to still be a part of the team, but be able to play in a tournament, maybe not at that A level, but to still be part of the team. And I just love that for these no border teams.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Charlene says, Hard Knocks is watching. Thanks for the shout out. We adore you, Hard Knocks. You all did so well, and we can't wait to see you in your next game, which is right after, is it right after this, I think? I don't know when your next game is, but we'll figure it out, and we'll see you again, because you got 2 more. 24 points in that jam. Was that Don Mulog? No, that was Envy.
It's Envy, yeah.
Envy 20. That's the biggest jam we've had so far in this tournament.
Oh.
Wow. Nice job, Envy.
Yeah.
Woohoo. As I'm talking about all this, I'm saying all this great stuff about the No Borders team, and Envy's just going in circles. Just 4 points, 4 points,
going
4
to town,
points,
yeah.
4 points.
I know Hard Knocks gave us an amazing first game against the Blockheads. It was
that game was so freaking good between both teams. It was really enjoyable to watch because you all kept changing who was in the lead too.
Oh, yeah.
And I love games like that.
Gets good derby, good to watch, good to talk about.
Yeah. Shreddy Mercury, and thank goodness there's not 2 Shreddies this time, because we had Shreddy Kruger and Shreddy Mercury, and one time they did jam against each other, which Eric and I were very amused by in that first game. But I think there's only 1 Shreddy this time, right? All right, that jam was called, but I think did Boomington grab any points there? I think they did. They got 2. Every single point counts. We play at 8. Okay, so you'll see Hard Knocks again today at 8 o'clock. They will play. Hold on, let me think. They will play Glass City? I think it's Glass City.
I was like, I have nothing in front of me. You're asking the wrong person.
I need to write the bracket. Oh, Batirius is pointing at it. Yes, Glass City. No, they already. Never mind. I'm not. Yes, 8 o'clock. Against Glass City. I'm going to write down the bracket. This happens every year at the Smalltown Smackdown where I get confused as to who plays who.
Mm-hmm.
The first 4 games, I'm good because those are already set.
Yeah.
We get past the first 4, I'm like, I don't know. Van Gogh is lead jammer for Boomington Blockheads and sailing through to grab 4 points. Karma is able to get out of the pack and is chasing down Van Gogh, who has already scored 4 points, is going to try to potentially score some more as she is being chased down by Karma. Karma trying to steal a point there at the end. Did not grab any. Nice job there by Boomington.
That was a beautiful run for Van Gogh.
That was gorgeous.
Fun fact, Van is in Van Gogh's government name, so it works, and she's also an art teacher.
Really?
Yeah. So fitting name of Van Gogh.
That's great. I love the stories behind names and all of the good stuff.
And she's also one of our newer skaters as well. She came mid-season last season, and this is her first bouting season.
Really?
Yep, she's brand new, never derbied before.
That's crazy.
So less than a year in, and she's
so many new skaters.
Yeah, we have a lot, and it's amazing.
Baby Damulog is your lead jammer. Coming around, untouched. Oh, that was a huge hit on Harley. Did you see that hit?
Yeah,
Woo.
she went down hard.
It's a big hit. Damulog was able to score 4 points and call the jam, bringing Team Philippines to 44, Boomington at 17. 19 minutes left in this first half. We will be doing Skater of the Game every single game of this tournament. We have so far given out 4 awards for Skater of the Game. So if you see somebody out there doing a fabulous job and you want us to put them up in the poll as one of the nominees for Skater of the Game, definitely let us know. Give us your best case for why we should look at that skater and nominate them for Skater of the Game. Envy is through and is lead jammer. A little banana jam happening there with everybody falling down. The box is getting a little bit full of, looks like, Boomington blockers.
I think we got one blocker left right now on the
One
Blockheads
blocker?
side.
Whew, Panay Envy is coming around and is going to have to get past one Boomington blocker. Who is that?
Loch Ness blocker.
Loch Ness blocker. Oh, unable. Loch Ness was just swallowed by all of Team Philippines. So valiant effort. Envy was able to get through there to grab another 4 points. Oh.
That's a wipeout.
That was just Bloomington.
That was just Bloomington. That was just Bloomington.
Boomington. See, boom. There must have been some sort of something happened. Boomington went boom. Fury and Aria, don't forget about the upcoming Skate the Rainbow in June. We talked about it, Mr. Bruise Guy. Were you not listening? Because there is.
Yeah.
Oh, and I am also supposed to say, if you know anybody who is a JRDA level 2 skater that wants to skate in the Skate the Rainbow, we're going to have junior and adult skates.
Yep.
They're looking for more people. So send your skater to the Facebook page of Boomington Blockheads and sign up to skate in the Skate the Rainbow.
It's a pay to skate, so all skaters are welcome who want to skate with us.
It's an all skate if you pay for it.
Yep.
All right, I am Godzilla is your lead jammer for Team Philippines. Van Gogh jamming for Boomington is at the back of there is 2 Team Philippines blockers there as I Am Godzilla is coming around on a first scoring pass. Godzilla is through. Van Gogh is taking a hit from 1521. Who is that? That is La Pugacha. And La Pugacha says, gotcha again. Twice now, pulling Van Gogh all the way to the back of the pack. Lapu got you. Not gotcha. Got you. Got you.
And so
go ahead.
So far, this also, I think this is a little bit more fast-paced derby than we may be used to as well.
Oh, really?
As a new, not I would say newer team, but we do have just newer skaters.
Definitely this tournament overall has seemed to be a little bit faster.
Yep.
I Am Godzilla coming around on another scoring pass, having scored 12 points so far. Van Gogh is can't even get close to the pivot because Team Philippines is working really hard, and I love this togetherness. It's like the shake and bake method of one person stands in front and the other person gets behind and pushes out, and they've been doing that to Van Gogh. They've done that multiple times in this jam. But Killdeer did somehow get the start. When did that happen?
Oh, missed that one.
Killdeer is going to force that call off, but not before Team Philippines can score 16 points.
Mm-hmm. We call that move, we call it the anvil and hammer. We have the anvil set up, and then you hammer them out with the behind the person position.
Anvil hammer.
Anvil and hammer, yep.
I like it. All right, is that a timeout? This is going to be your first experience getting to react live on microphone to one of my amazing farming jokes.
I've been laughing the whole time on the tape repair station.
Okay, so being a farmer isn't for everyone, but hey, it's in my genes. That was bad. That was really bad.
Wait, is it spelled J? Yep, J.
Sorry, I sneezed. I tried to put my mic away from it.
That was a very squeaky sneeze.
No, the last game, I was going to sneeze, so I looked at Sirius to tell him to mute my mic. I thought he muted my mic, and so I sneezed right onto my microphone very loudly, and then I just kept going because I thought he had muted me. And then Treble, who was in the chat, was like, bless you, Aria. And I was like, did you all just hear my sneeze? Sirius was not fast enough on muting me, and I had no idea that I had just very loudly sneezed at the whole chat. So Team Philippines only has 2 more leads than Boomington. That's interesting.
Wow.
Bobby's here for the Jeepney Squad. Hordezuela as well. Jeepney Squad and Hordezuela. We have got skaters on Team Philippines from all over. I have misplaced my sheet But I know we've got Washington, California, Colorado. I lost the sheet that had all my information on it.
It's so nice
Sirius
to
found it.
see them highlighted as well. Like you said, not very many opportunities for them to skate together.
Right? And this is the first time they've skated as a team. Okay, Connecticut, Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, Maryland, Nevada, Texas, and Pennsylvania.
That's a lot.
So that's where they're all from. Where are you all watching from? That's what I want to know. How many states do we have represented out here watching this game between Boomington and Team Philippines? Karma is your lead jammer. Chromatos is jamming for Boomington. Chromatos has that star off, will not be able to pass it to the pivot because the pivot is currently in the box. So Chromatos is going to try and figure out a way out. Takes a big hit from, was that Woombo? No, it was Babinka Bruiser. Meanwhile, Karma has scored 8 points. Coming in to try and score more, does a little spin and is able to stay upright and inbounds to get through for another 4 points, bringing that total to 12. We are just a little bit more than halfway through the first half of this game. Track Cup being called on Chromatos, so this will be a power jam for Team Philippines and Karma Chameleon, which I did start singing. Karma, 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 Karma Chameleon. Sorry, I have to at least once, Eric. It's getting expensive. No, I don't think it's a violation if I'm singing it. No, Kimbo's not watching from India. Did you mean to say Indiana, Kimbo? Mr. Bruise Guy telling the truth. He's from Indiana. All right, let's see. Who do we got? Cali, California, Washington, cheering on freaking Adobo. Karma's family
amazing.
from California. I love Karma. I'm her BF. O-maker. Aw. Southern Indiana, which is basically a different state. Okay, we'll talk more about that, Purple Fury, because it's so true. Southern Indiana really is practically like a different state.
Yeah.
Go Rex, Sin City represent in a faraway mythical town called Crawfordsville, Indiana. Kimbo thinks she's in India. Tree Toss, California. Official review happening while I figure out where everybody's from. Nanny Paws. What a cute derby name from Rocky. Kimbo caught a flight all the way to India to watch this game. Jenny says smooth. Melanin, I Am Godzilla, and Inako representing Sacramento. No more than 10 seconds of copywritten material. If I sing it, though, can I do more than 10 seconds, Sirius? He's not going to answer me because he doesn't want me to sing for more than 10 seconds. Elijah rooting for Fitz, FTFO from North Carolina. And Kimbo admits she's not in India.
Oh, did she say oops or oh? I was like, it'd be more better if she said oh.
Yeah, instead of oops, Kimbo, you should have said oh, because you are in Indiana. Eric knows all about my voice to text when I'm trying to work out. You just gave me content, though, so I appreciate you saying India. Las Vegas. I want to go to Las Vegas, Brett. Cheering on Godzilla Rex. Love it. So wait, we've got Godzilla Rex.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And Melanin is cheering for I Am Godzilla. We have two.
Yeah.
We have two Godzillas.
So
That's
probably Rex and
Rex and I Am Godzilla. I love it.
So another fun fact about Bloomington. So like I said, we have a handful of newer skaters, and that's definitely a testament to our coaching committee. We've been really working hard to establish, because we're just such a new team in general. We were established in 2021 after COVID was prolonged a little bit when Derby started to come back with masks, and our first season was 2022. So to be in this tournament right now is almost like dream come true, or just
right?
amazing, really.
Absolutely.
Just how, and I've been there for most of it, so just to see us grow, just sometimes I tear up. It's silly, but it makes me happy to see how strong we've gotten, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. Brucifer says, hi from New Mexico. Oh, you must be so warm right now. I love that. Kimbo says, I don't say ope because I'm raised by two Californians. I understand that. Sirius and I being from Seattle, we still have our West Coast ways sometimes.
Oh, we got dancing on the track?
Dance? Oh, no, we don't just have dancing. We have a,
Ferris wheel.
what's it called? Yeah,
Merry-go-round.
Merry-go-round. merry-go-round happening. All right, Coach Eric is going to let us know what that official review was about.
Team Philippines wanted an extra penalty on the jammer for failure to leave the track. There wasn't enough people that saw that to know, so.
Okay. Team Philippines was asking for an additional penalty for the jammer for failure to leave the track. There were not enough eyes on the what they thought they saw, so that Team Philippines will lose their official review, and the one penalty call will stand. Okay, fun fact. I saw this from Unforgiven Potato. Frickin' Adobo wears number 411 because it's also her height. Do you want to know another fun fact about Team Philippines? I think this is the most hilarious fun fact that they spent time figuring out. The average calculated height of Team Philippines, 5'3".
Hey, I'm 5'2"3/4 on a good day.
See, I'm 5'1" 3/4. That 3/4 is super important.
So important.
All right, we've got Killdeer and Baby Damulog. Baby Damulog, oh, a huge crash. Oh, look at that. They're shaking hands. That's throwing fits, right? No, that's not throwing fits.
That is Mo Dracula, one of the 666 players out here in the tournament.
Yes, we have 4 666 players in this tournament, and 4 number 9s, Eric?
There was 3 666s, 4 number
3
9s.
666s, 4 number 9s in the tournament. And 0 42s.
And we have 2 69-esque numbers, throwing fit 69, and Harley Sin is 6969.
You guys have a lot of sixes in all of your numbers.
We do. We also had like the 1 2 3 3 2 1 combo a lot.
Oh, Elijah gave you guys a shout out saying Boomington has come a long way and has improved a lot.
Aw, thank you.
Goldie, that's what it is. Ring around the rosy, not merry-go-round.
Oh, well, merry-go-round's the device, or the
Powered
the
jam?
kid thing.
Shanana Jam. Baby Damulog getting released from the Killdeer just sat. Baby Damulog will be released, and my favorite part, the blockers get to rest. But they're not going to. They're still gonna push against each other a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Baby Damulog out of the box. Killdeer will only sit for as long as Baby Damulog did, but Baby Damulog I feel like was almost like, I think it was a good 20 seconds.
Yeah. And then we also will have a 2-minute jam since both jammers went to
Betty
the
from
box.
SoCal here to cheer on my sis, Babinka. Jerry from Indiana. Melanin says, that's why I love Derby. Bloomington Shark. I love that. We have people from all over the country. Right now we don't have anybody international because Carl went to work, but he'll be back later from Australia.
And then the person from Africa that's been in the chat previously, that's actually a fan of Slay's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's awesome. Oh, Killdeer taking a hit. But getting back up and has one more blocker to push through. Killdeer does get through. Baby Damulog, meanwhile, has scored 4 points. Wait, did we run out of time? Was that 2 minutes?
I think so, because when they were in the box, it was a minute.
Started in the box? Oh, so, okay. Was able to become lead jammer.
Oh,
that's
okay.
why.
That makes sense.
I was like, I'm confused. That felt like less than 2 minutes.
I thought it was a 2-minute jam. Never mind. That was, I misspoke.
Ring Around the Rosie is actually about the Black Plague. Thanks, Kimbo, for bringing us down. I knew that fact. It's very sad, actually, if you listen to Ash's oh, no, we're not. No, we're not going into the negative here, Kimbo.
And we have a time, just a standard team timeout or an official timeout?
Well, I don't know, because the official just shrugged her shoulders. Let's see, what's, I think this is an official timeout because there's no circles are blinking.
Yeah.
Just an official timeout. Ref 118, Free the Biscuits is your Derby wife, Amanda. So shout out to them. Kimbo's like, just a fun, morbid fact. This is why I love you, Kimbo. My stepfather is he was studying to be a mortician, and so he really loves, like whenever he goes on vacations with my mom, they always go find cemeteries, and he just really likes that topic. So he would really enjoy hanging out with you, Kimbo, because he likes to talk about all those morbid things. All right, back to Derby. Envy jamming for Team Philippines and Chromatos for Boomington Blockhead. Oh, a big fall for Envy, but quickly gets back up. Fitz and Lego doing a good job just double blocking, allowing Chromatos to get through and become lead jammer for Boomington. Nice job there by those Boomington blockers.
Oh, yeah.
All right, pulling around the corner, and Envy does find some space on the outside and gets through, chasing down Chromatos, who's currently in the pack on a scoring pass. Great recycling to the front being done there by the Team Philippines pivot, but Chromatos does get through for 4 points and calls the jam, hoping that Team Philippines wasn't able to score any, but guess what? They got 1.
Because passing those hips count, even if they get cycled back.
Yep. Back to Ring Around the Rosie, Kimbo says, most nursery rhymes have a very dark meaning. Maybe if you sing about it, it's less horrible. Yeah, the other one is the Rockabye Baby is super morbid, right?
Oh, I have no idea. I did know.
Because the cradle falls down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then Humpty Dumpty falls down. Why are there so many songs about things falling down? What? This is just my train of thought, Sirius.
Humpty Dumpty's about a cannon. Actually, I do remember that.
A cannon?
Yeah, a cannon fell or something.
It's not about an egg?
No, it's definitely a metaphor for a cannon, like military, something like that.
Interesting. I Am Godzilla is the Roo as your lead jammer for Team Philippines. Shreddy Mercury, though, not far behind, also able to get out. I Am Godzilla coming around on a first scoring pass, but getting chased down here by Shreddy Mercury. 8 minutes left in this first half. We got a lot of California support here. Michael Kwan, you got some of your people in the chat, all these California people.
I believe, just from hearing them, that a lot of folks are from California.
Yeah, I mean, when we asked where everybody's from, yeah,
Yep.
there's...
Here's
And I
just a
love
big
the
chunk.
fact that skaters came all the way from California, Colorado, Washington. I'm naming places that they had to take a flight to get here. Like, that is so cool to
Yeah.
be able to be in this tournament and to experience the beauty of the Midwest and to see how corny we can be here at the Cornament of Champions at Smalltown Smackdown.
And experience the corn sweat.
Right, the cornflict. So much cornflict out there. Karma and Van Gogh jamming for their respective teams. Karma dashing up the middle to become lead jammer for Team Philippines. They have now gone above the century mark. Boomington Blockheads at 24. There is quite a deficit there, but we all know how things can change. And as you said, Boomington has become a second half team.
We are definitely a second half team. And sometimes the score does not reflect how hard those teams are working out there either.
Okay, Sacramento with 3 skaters. Pashai, Inako, and I Am Godzilla. Wow. Teeny says the armpit of America welcomes you. Oh, that's not. What about the Hoosier State and Hoosier hospitality? That's Terre Haute. I'm not getting involved in Indiana slander here, Eric. Sirius says that's Long Island because that's where we used to live.
Oh, goodness.
We've lost it. Christy's cheering on Woombo. Kimbo is still stuck on the nursery rhymes that says Humpty Dumpty never says it's an egg. Teeny agrees with you, it's a cannon. I'm just catching up with the chat here. Carrie, back to the Derby, says let's go Karma. Kilrose, let's go Fitz. But let's go Baby Damulag, who is your lead jammer for Team Philippines. Chromatos trying to pull the pack apart by weaving from outside to inside, has done a good job, but Philippines is doing a great job recycling to the front to keep holding Chromatos. Meanwhile, Baby Damulag has scored 4 points and is coming around on another scoring pass.
And we got a pivot.
Pivot pass has happened, and
Right.
Harley Sin is now the jammer for Boomington, but Baby Damulag says,
Nope.
we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're done. We're done here.
So Baby Damulag and I were talking during one of the breaks, and did you know that a Damulag is a water buffalo?
I did not know that, but also sounds right at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, yes, like that makes sense.
And it just makes me think of the VeggieTales song, you know, I wish I were a water buffalo.
Are you gonna transpose
Transpose
it?
it?
Yeah, I wish I was.
Damulag. That's about as it's about as much as I can do. I wish I was a Damulag. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Yes, Brucifer, Higgs just landed from Japan. So Higgs is not here today, but I've heard that Higgs might be here tomorrow, so we'll have to see.
Yes.
Bloomington has a ton of fans in New Mexico because we always tune in to watch Higgsy when they play. I love watching
Oh,
Higgs
yes,
play.
yes.
They
Higgs-
are so strong and such a good jammer. And I'm sure Boomington is missing Higgs right now because this game has been a tough one for Boomington, but they're hanging in there. Panay Envy is your lead jammer, and just having scored 4 points, sees that Lego Blocks took that star pass, and an official review being called by Boomington. Eric says he knows what it is already. But then he got not confident and gave me the I always get happy when I know what it is, but you've watched enough Derby Date Night, Purple, that you know that sometimes I'll talk and be like, this is what it is, and then I find out later,
Completely
absolutely
different.
not.
Nope, that wasn't what it was at all.
All right, so if I know a lot of you are here watching skaters that you know personally, and this might be your first time listening to Derby Date Night. We do lots of live roller derby in and around the Midwest, plus we tell jokes, and we think we're funny. And so we definitely encourage you to subscribe, to like, and you could even become a member of the Third Wheels. If you look, some of our skaters, their names are in a different color. They have a wheel next to their name. The wheel changes color depending upon how long you have been a member. And there's other really cool perks that come along with being a member. And so we definitely encourage you to think about becoming a member and helping support Derby Date Night and keeping us doing what we love to do.
Oh, and what you guys do is amazing. We couldn't ask for better live streams and after rewatch of our gameplay.
I love it after we do a stream, and especially after a tournament. Like, I get messages for days from skaters who are rewatching, and they're like, oh my God, this thing you said. And it's just so cool because it's like it lives on and people just enjoy. I know I have refs who tell me they appreciate being able to watch back, and especially when they're doing all the paperwork and figuring out like what happened at what point. And it's also really great for skaters when they're kind of trying to figure out what they did well, what they didn't do well. Being able to watch yourself on tape is a really great thing to be able to do. Tree thinks I'm funny. There we go. This is Betty's first time and glad we found you. We're so happy to have you here. Welcome to all our new people. And Kimbo is singing I Wish I Were an Oscar Mayer Wiener. I don't know why. Oh, because I said I wish I were a water buffalo? Tuned in for Rala and kept the stream on. Woohoo! That's exactly what we want. We love that, Cassandra and Mitchell. We like to keep you tuned in. See, they come for the derby. They stay for the jokes.
Yes, always, always for the jokes.
So
Eric.
Bloomington threw a Hail Mary, trying to get a track cut on the Philippines Jammer right at the beginning of the jam.
All right, Bloomington was trying to get a track cut on the Philippines Jammer, but they did not retain their review, and the no call will stand. Van Gogh getting out there as lead jammer. A quick star pass to Demi, who is now going to be the jammer for Team Philippines. Ooh, a big smash between Van Gogh and one of the Team Philippines blockers. Whew, just double checking to make sure that Philippines blocker's okay. That's Ainako. It's like, whoo, that was a hard hit.
That was on both parts.
On both of them, yeah.
Van Gogh did a little twist and slid at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And you got to be careful. I remember I was at a South Bend game, and we saw somebody kind of do a baseball slide into the pack, and that skater actually got expelled. That's a really, like, you always have to be in control and legal when you're entering a pack.
Yes.
And when you're coming in hot, sometimes you know, it's
You do it
hard.
illegal.
Yeah, it's hard to keep it legal. Teeny, I agree. Seeing the penalty happen on the stream that you called in real time. You're like, I called that. Yes, and it happened. So many dazzles of our beautiful referees. We appreciate them so much. Speaking of, I should probably tell you who the referees are for this game.
And we have two with fabulously matching helmets, and I said that I'm jealous and I need one of those when I ref as well.
They have matching helmets for the refs?
Yeah, we have two outside pack refs with matching helmets.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I like that. Sirius is not putting them on the stream, but that's okay. I'm not mad. Nope, never mind. Okay, Biz is your head ref. Tough Tone, Snap Smear, Geo Knitter, Free the Biscuits, Lethal Lins, Throb Zombie, and Phoenix are your on-skates officials. Your NSOs are led by Silken Tofu, who is joined by Michu in the middle, Stabby McNeedles, Shrum, Eggs, Divvy, Mac and Cheeks, Where's Walco, Whistle of Doom, and Wolf. And while I was saying that, Chromatos got lead jammer for Boomington with 3 minutes left in this first half.
And then Godzilla Rex, it looks like they got a penalty, and they're headed to the penalty box.
Mm-hmm. Chromatos is in the pack on a scoring pass. Karma is still stuck in the pack, trying to push that pack apart. A no pack was called, but then the pack did reform. Karma was able to get through during that no pack. Chromatos threw for 4 points and decides to call it before Team Philippines can score any points. But that does bring Boomington Blockheads to 30 points. Kimbo has self-admitted that Kimbo has been like a squirrel all week long, and says Eric is very aware of that. That doesn't surprise me. Everybody rooting for all these skates. Look at all the love in the chat. I love seeing it. Like, people are just excited for their friends, their teammates, their teams, and just Derby. And I love to see that.
It's good Derby. Good, unique with the B tournament, not having that as a common thing. Normally it's all-star tournaments.
And after this, we've still got 2 games today and 5 tomorrow. CO Pow is your lead jammer. Shredding Mercury was able to come out. Pow coming in. Ooh, a big hit on Lego blocks. And CO Pow decides to call it, keeping Shredding Mercury scoreless, but grabbing 2 points for Team Philippines, bringing them to 119. Arnold is from San Jose, California. There are a lot of people watching from California, I think. Love getting all across the country with Derby Date Night. It's always so fun.
So I've done scoreboard, keeping track of score, and what's always interesting or fun is that the jam refs, they all have different hand signals for the points when they relay them to the scorekeepers.
I like doing scorekeeper. Van Gogh is your lead jammer. Envy is jamming for Team Philippines. Ooh, did you see that duck under? But it was Mo Dracula, who slowed them down. Envy was able to get out, though, and he's now chasing down Van Gogh. Van Gogh is through for 4 points. Envy is in the pack, and I think was able to sneak a point there.
Looks like they got 1 point there.
From Van Gogh. But what I was going to say about scoreboard, what I love about it is when the refs come around and they show all their points, they look at their scorekeeper, and their scorekeeper has to show the same amount of points, and then you nod at each other. And it's like in solidarity. And I feel like I am one with the ref, and I feel like I'm doing such important work because I'm like, I saw your numbers, and I will mark them down. It's an amazing team being a scorekeeper. You and the ref are in it together. Do you feel the same way when you do scoreboard?
Oh, yeah, and you keep the same ref the whole time, so you just swap colors.
Yeah. Always fun. All right, we've got I Am Godzilla and Chromatos on the line for their respective teams. Godzilla is pulling that pack to the front, throwing fits, doing some great holding there.
Yeah.
Being joined by Tailfeather and another blocker, Spinsterella. They did a good job holding as long as they could, getting Chromatos out as lead, but then Chromatos got swallowed back up, and Godzilla was just smiling and laughing because it was kind of a comedy of errors there that happened to get Godzilla actually was out, but not lead. So that was a no points for anybody jam, and we are in intermission already.
That's gone by really fast.
Right? It really does when you're announcing and having fun. But this game is far from over. We have got a whole nother half to play. So we will be back in about 15 minutes here on Derby Date Night. and welcome back to Derby Date Night. Paulie's walking across the screen very cutely. I love it because people always walk in front of that camera and they always think that it's on, and so they do funny stuff, and it usually isn't. But that time it was, and
Yeah.
I love catching skaters on the screen. Well, we're gonna get back to more derby here between Team Philippines and Boomington Blockheads. We are gonna be finishing up this game, which the winner of this game is going on to the championship game tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So we are super excited to see what is going to happen in these next two games, because the next game after this between, Root River, and I know you gave me a thing, but anyway, Root River and Rolla Rockets. Ooh, that's a fun one. Root River Rolla Rockets. The next game between them is going to be another game to battle for who goes to the championships. All right, we're getting started. Sio Pao jamming for Team Philippines and Killdeer for Boomington Blockheads. Sio Pao is out as lead jammer. Killdeer immediately has that star off and might be looking for throwing fits, and does pass the star. Throwing fits now the jammer for Boomington Blockheads. Sio Pao is through on a scoring pass for 4 points. Throwing fits, getting some help from Killdeer there, but getting stuck by a very beautiful recycling pack of Team Philippines players. Up on those toe stops, Sio Pao is through for 4 points, bringing their total to 8 in this jam. Throwing fits trying to find any space to get out of this pack, and it is a tough go. Team Philippines is hard to get past, and these three blockers here are just focused. Killdeer coming in to provide some offense to help Throwing Fits, and is able to help Throwing Fits get out. I am totally missing the chat here, trying to give you all the info of what's happening out there, so I'm going to catch up here. Let's see what happened.
Shreddy Mercury and Van Gogh are killing it. Yes,
Yeah, they
are.
really are. Let's go Envy, Ms. Tiza, and Jolly Bay. And some information, Ms. Tiza started a pickup league in San Jose. Envy and Jolly Bay are members of the new San Jose League, Hearts Delight Roller Derby. Love to hear that. And please tell them HDRD is watching, and we are so proud of them. We absolutely will, Legs, 100%. Ms. T's pickup team is called Skate Happy. Say that 3 times fast. All right, well, I told you earlier that we would be having you vote on Skater of the Game. I've got that poll ready. We have chosen one blocker and one jammer from each team for you to vote for Skater of the Game. This poll will stay open until 5 minutes left in the game, at which time whoever is winning will get the coveted Derby Date Night Skater of the Game sticker that you only get when you are chosen as Skater of the Game. There have only been 4 of these stickers given out ever, because we just started giving out the stickers today because they showed up in the mail on Friday. We even did express shipping to get it here in time for the tournament, because we were like, we got to get these
We have
stickers.
to have them here.
And they're already the thing of lore. People want these stickers.
Oh, yes. I will be returning previously from September with an injury, the Pride Mixer, so it'll be my first opportunity to get a Skater of the Game.
There we go. Team Philippines had 13 penalties at halftime. One person with 3, everyone else 2 or 1. Stats guy Eric helping us out, letting us know. Is that higher than a lot of the other games? No, it's about average. It's actually a little bit low.
And Blockheads has a full penalty box almost.
Right now?
Not full, but there's
Has a jammer in the penalty box. Looks like Throwing Fits went to the box. So it's going to be a power jam for Team Philippines. And Panay Envy. Envy has 2 blockers to get past at the front, and does so to become lead jammer for Team Philippines. Bloomington, 11 penalties, nobody more than 2. Okay, not bad. Nobody in serious danger of fouling out yet. But you know what we've seen today? A couple of those, like, you get 2 penalties in a row, and that can add up really quickly.
yeah, very quickly.
Panay getting through for 4 points for Team Philippines. Throwing Fits is released from the box.
They're taking a shortcut, going the other way around the track.
Yep. Throwing Fits in the pack now, not on a scoring pass, so not able to score any points. That honor belongs to Envy, who has scored 8 points so far, is coming into the pack on a third scoring pass. Throwing Fitz still stuck in that pack. Another one of those Team Philippines tripods. I love that these tripods are so strong and this team has never played together.
It's impressive.
It's a team mixed up of skaters from all over the United States who each have, and I got this information from the coaches, in order to be a member of Team Philippines, you must have a parent or grandparent that is full Filipino. So they are family. And
I was curious, actually, what, just mostly out of not knowing what it takes to be on a borderless team, or what are the requirements or criteria, because each of them are different and represent different communities, which is so important.
Throwing Fitz almost out, but took a hit to the outside there.
And got recycled back.
Got recycled back. And is... Eric is always spoiling us, and as soon as we take him off the mic, he's like, I'm going to show you how to send a super chat. Let's show them what it looks like on the screen. Well, Melanin Munster just got a free one saying Pamely. Love that. But here is what it looks like when you send a super chat, and Eric is hoping that you will consider becoming a member because your life will be so much better. Is your life so much better, Eric, as a member of the Third Wheels here on Derby Date Night?
Oh, always. I look forward to my emails with voting for what jokes we're going to talk
about. Oh,
yes.
I haven't sent one of those in a while.
You have not. Well, we already knew what
we
the
already
jokes,
knew.
Yeah,
I think next week for the Rock game, we probably will be sending out a poll to help choose my joke topic.
That definitely takes some pressure off of you and see what the fans want to hear.
Nice. Team Philippines, also known as the Jeepney Squad, doing a great job showing up and showing out here at the tournament. Carl, you're back. Welcome back. Are you on break? Is it lunch? Is it your lunch break? Do they have lunch breaks in Australia? I bet they do.
I mean,
probably longer than ours.
Yeah,
when I lived in Europe,
breaks.
They were like 2-hour lunch breaks. Godzilla is your lead jammer and is currently in the path. Oh, look at that. Godzilla got so low and just kind of dipped around everybody. Killdeer did take a star pass there and was able to get that call off. Tiffy, rock jokes for rock. That's minerals. And what did I do one time when it was rocks in Circle City? I did a joke theme of shapes and rocks. That was a fun night because everybody was like, what are you doing, Aria? And I was like, shapes and rocks, all my jokes, because I couldn't put them together. Rock will be playing Lansing. That's a hard one to put, like Michigan and...
Lakes, you could do lake jokes.
But what does rock have? Well, together, though. I love to when you go together. Something fun. Anyway, Godzilla getting lead jammer, Chromatose jamming for Boomington. Chromatose, ooh, big hit to the inside.
Oh, I was like, we actually have Higgs watching.
Oh, Higgs is watching?
Yeah, they're in our group chat. So I know Higgs is out there somewhere.
Hi, Higgs. We can't wait to see you tomorrow. If you make it tomorrow, I mean, you probably are going to be jet-lagged coming all the way from Japan. Godzilla trying to push that pack forward. A little bit of a tumble from everybody. Chromatose is trying to get out of that pack, but getting recycled all the way to the very back. Nice backwards recycling there by Team Philippines.
It's a beautiful example of backwards bridging as well.
Backwards bridging. There we go. Carl says, yes, we have lunch breaks in Australia. You're already disappointed. You're a Blockheads fan. Carl, this is a tournament. We can root for any team we want, win or lose. The winner of this game will go on to the championship game tomorrow, and the loser of this game will go on to the... What game is this? Game 5?
Game 5, yeah.
I don't know what place it is, but they'll play at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Third place game? Eric seems confident in that. Throwing Fitz. No, that's not Throwing Fitz. That's Tail Feather.
Tail Feather, yep.
Took a scoring. Oh my gosh! Game 5. I'm losing it. That's called a star pass.
I was like, it is very rare. Tail Feather puts the star on.
Yeah, I usually don't see Tail Feather with that star.
But when they do, they plow through the pack. Typically, that's also one of Fitz's techniques, is just to push through, or just like
That's
hit through.
fabulous. Iron Ham wants to make sure that his jokes are read and that everyone gets to see them. Told a joke about time travel. You didn't like it. That's a good one. Oh, it's Karma jamming. I should not trust the scoreboard then. That was Karma, not Godzilla. Thank you guys for the correction there. All right, CO Pow. I know that's CO Pow because I can read their jersey against Shreddy Mercury, who was able to get out and is going to be chasing CO Pow down. 21 minutes left in this game, and 15 minutes left to vote for your skater of the game. Missed a couple chats here. Billy, your Free State family is cheering so loud in Maryland. We were talking about Maryland earlier on the stream, mostly about their helmet covers for Team Maryland.
What's unique about them?
I don't remember. That's horrible. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. Was it the Crabs?
Oh yeah, I think it was Crab. I think I remember.
Yeah.
At like a most recent tournament, or maybe I just saw them live stream.
I think so too. Danielle says, "Go Bloomington! I love my team."
Oh, that's Higgs.
That's Higgs?
Yep, that's Higgs.
Hi Higgs, we love you. Panay Envy is out as your lead jammer. Van Gogh jamming for Boomington is kind of stuck in the back of the pack. Takes that star off. Might be looking for Killdeer as Envy comes into the pack on a scoring pass. Able to get through. I love how Team Philippines is using, as I told you, the team overall has a height of 5'3".
Yeah.
And I've noticed a lot of the Team Philippines skater using that shorter height as a benefit, getting under skaters. And you and I both are short, so we know what it's like to be a shorter skater. And those taller skaters, they don't know what to do because they can't hit us. Because we get so low, they're like, I have no legal zones that I can actually hit you right now, tiny thing who just went by me. So.
And then you could capitalize on that high block, and then they go to the penalty box.
Yep, exactly. We have advantages too, us short people.
This is definitely probably one of the more skilled teams we've played recently, and also almost everyone's first time playing more than one game in a day. So this is definitely mostly just a challenge that we're working through and doing an amazing job.
Right. Well, in a B-level tournament, like I said earlier, B-level teams don't often get to play in tournaments.
No.
So this is such a great opportunity for people that skate at that B level to be able to participate in tournaments. Killdeer was trying so hard to get through, but kept on getting pulled back by who was that? That was so cute. That was Demi. And slowing Killdeer down, but Killdeer was able to get out of the pack and is putting the star on. Envy sees that happen and calls the jam, but not before scoring 16 points. No, 20 points.
20 points.
Eric just points at the scoreboard.
Like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, nope, you're wrong. Here you go. Higgs is cheering for both teams. I think everybody is cheering for both teams. And that's what I love so much about this tournament is you end up literally cheering for everybody. I always fall in love with all the teams.
This is just a great experience overall. Just 2 days worth of just great derby.
And so much good vibes. This tournament we started this tournament when it was back at the local skating rink is when we started the tournament. It has always been a good vibes tournament.
Yep.
It's just so much fun. It's gotten bigger over the years.
Which is great. Great for Cornfed and great for all these small town teams that no one's really heard of. Blockheads, we're getting our name out there. And Team Philippines is being able to be live streamed, and they'll be able to watch this back and for gameplay in future tournaments that get in.
Absolutely. Chromatos is out as lead jammer for Boomington. Jolly Bay, meanwhile, jamming for Team Philippines. Eric, is this Jolly Bay's first time jamming? What? First jam. Yeah, that's what I thought. So Jolly Bay chasing down. And we got a shout out from Betty Badaxe. Shout out to Babinka repping Prison City, Team Desi, and Team Philippines. That's awesome. Get it, girl. Home team love from PCRD.
Amazing.
That's so cool. Thank you so much, Betty Badaxe, for your support and your shout out. Five seconds till our next jam. We have done 7 jams so far in this second half, and we have a little bit over halfway. We are a little bit over halfway through this second half. Karma jamming for Team Philippines and Shreddy Mercury for
Nice hit.
Boomington. And here's what I wanted to see. 2 skaters whose names are from music, Karma Chameleon and Shreddy Mercury, jamming against each
Yes.
other. This is a musical mashup.
Beautiful jam. Beautiful musical jam.
Yes, they're making beautiful music together.
That music might be grunting and big exhales, but it is music, right?
That's the kind of music.
Yes.
Love it. That pack got stretched out as Karma had to pull forward and drop some blockers off to bridge, and then finally they had to let Karma go, and Karma became lead jammer for Team Philippines. Shreddy Mercury, meanwhile, was able to get out of the pack and is putting that star on. Oh no, a track cut being called on Karma, and Karma will be heading to the penalty box. So this is now going to be a 2-minute jam, and it is going to be a power jam for the Boomington Blockheads. What is happening now? We've just kind of slowed down here as Shreddy Mercury is getting pulled to the back of the pack repeatedly. Shreddy dealing with some one-on-one blocking.
Blockheads are trying to figure out best way to play offense.
Yep, Lego, it looks like, has taken the star.
I think Shreddy's a little gassed at this point.
I would be too.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
I am not a jammer. Anytime I jam, I regret it every single minute during and after.
Yep. Lego, I know I've seen it jam a lot, even though Lego has been primarily a blocker in this game. Lego has experience jamming, so.
Oh yeah, and with a smile on her face.
Lego always has the best smile on their face.
Always.
So much.
Most photogenic. Like if they're most likely to be an engineer, Lego most likely to smile. We were talking about Maryland's star helmet covers. Team Philippines is a pretty awesome logo that they got on there.
Yeah.
A unique star compared to just
I
the
love
standard.
It's great. Got a shout out here for Karma Chameleon.
Woohoo.
Karma Chameleon. Much love from your home team, Winetown, and the boys cheering loud and proud. Thank you so much, Carrie Castillo. We appreciate you tuning in to cheer on Karma and the rest of Team Philippines. What a fun game. 14 minutes left. Ooh, a big old crash, but CO Pow said pow and went right through that pack and got 4 points for Team Philippines. Meanwhile, Killdeer got out of the pack and is currently on a scoring pass. Doesn't look like Pow is considering calling it. Killdeer got through for 4 points. Pow also through. Pow looking at the bench and sees a pivot in the box, so might be running it to get that pivot out of the box, or as Eric likes to say, get your friends out of the box.
So we have another new skater on our team, Silver Hammer. I think this is their only 3rd bout.
Oh my good, you have so many new skaters
Yep.
on Bloomington. Who was the person who it's only their second? It was their second game this morning.
Spencerella.
Spinsterella?
They're in this game right now.
Okay,
A 2nd or 3rd. I may have misspoke about that, but
that's so crazy. Jammer on jammer action. Oh no! Pow was like, you know what? I'm just gonna call it.
but yeah, a lot of new skaters on the Blockheads, so they're doing phenomenal considering. Like definitely a pack full of less than a year.
Oh wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And we always pair them with our more veteran skaters to give them the stability and the knowledge. And
Yeah.
but they passed their skills tests,
There you go.
and they're making waves, which is phenomenal.
Absolutely. And this is I love these tournaments because playing 3 games really does, it just ups your skill. You know, it
Yep.
really just makes you go, okay, I'm here, I'm ready to go. And every time I did a tournament, I always felt like I learned so much afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get into a rhythm, and then playing in 3 games, it also really helps your endurance as well.
Definitely. And so many times we talked about before this,
Yep.
like this is a marathon, and you need to treat it like a marathon. You can't just go put all your energy into that first game. Yeah, you want to win and keep going, but you still have to be mindful. You got 2, maybe 3 more games to go.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got about 8 minutes left in this Skater of the Game vote. I saw DB saying, who was DB? Ms. Tiza for best blocker. There are so many people. We can only choose 1 blocker from each team and 1 jammer from each team, but these teams will each play 1 more game. And so you definitely should come in and during the first half try and convince us who we should vote or who we should put up and nominate for Skater of the Game. Also, Carl had a question about a straddling the track penalty. I don't know how to explain. Eric, Carl says there's a track cut penalty, but what is a straddling the track? That's not an actual penalty.
No, it's just you're out of bounds.
It's just being out of bounds. If you're straddling the track, you are out of bounds.
But you are eligible to be hit.
You are eligible to be hit
Yes.
when you're straddling the track,
Yes.
but you are also out of bounds.
Because part of you is in the track, and people on the track are allowed to defend themselves.
Got it.
Yep. And then that just means that they need to take a beat, reset, and go behind the people that they were in line with in the first place.
Yep. And Tiffy says that's still cutting the track if you pass someone. Yes.
Yeah, you cannot
because
make
you
an
are
advance.
out of bounds.
Yeah, you cannot make advancement or make impact while you are out of bounds. That's
Fabulous.
misconduct or illegal hit, illegal play. Either way, you're not right. You're making illegal moves.
Yeah. Mango says King Chaos cheering on my mom, Godzilla Rex. Woo! So here's my question, King Chaos. Is that a derby name, and are you a junior skater? If so, you should tune in 2 weeks when the JRDA Regional Open, how do you say, Open Regional? Is it like the East Coast Open Regional for JRDA, or is it just a playoff? And Indy just happens to be a location? 6 teams. Yep. Including how many of your kids? There are 6 playoffs all over the country, and we are hosting one of them. Got it.
Okay. So whoever wins that will go to the Nationals. Whoever wins the Open.
So one team from each one will go on to the JRDA Nationals. Great. So watch it in 2 weeks. How many of your children are playing in that?
I do not know. That's like I
4. You have 4 kids who play derby.
Oh, me? No, I do not have any
No.
children.
Who has?
Oh, it's tail feather.
Tail
and cross-
feather.
yeah. So
Bloomington in general has 4 kids.
4 kids. Yeah.
You have none.
I have none.
That are playing.
I have kitty cats. I have kitty cats.
But Tail Feather has 3.
4 total.
And
3.
Harley has 1.
Harley has 1.
And Max. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, tune in 2 weeks.
Back to derby.
Got it. Lapugachu is your lead jammer. Lapugachu, who is nominated for Skater of the Game for being a blocker, currently a lead jammer. Tim Dreadfox says hi, Purple.
Oh. Yeah, he's taking photos, walking around.
Really?
And tuning in at the same time.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Tim is cannon fodder.
Okay, got it. Yeah, he's around somewhere.
I think he's chilling in his chair. He has decided he wants to take photos of every game.
I love it. He came here just to do
Blockheads,
Boomington, but
yeah.
is doing everything. I love it. That's what happens when you get to these tournaments. You're like, I wanted to do something once, and now I'm just going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you tune into Derby Date Night. I'm only here for one game, but I'm going to stay because it's so much fun.
Because it's good derby. And great jokes,
Yes.
right?
Well, maybe.
Corny jokes.
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 I am
jokes.
Godzilla and Killdeer jamming against each other. Killdeer just got lead jammer. I am Godzilla is past the star to Pichai. Pichai. Nope. Nope, I'm going to say it right. Hold on. Pichai. Pichai. Pichai.
Yeah, pitch-eye.
Pichai.
Is how you wrote it there anyway, phonetically. Pitch-eye.
5 minutes left to vote for Skater of the Game. Currently, Baby Damulog is winning.
I'm making Sirius happy. I'm keeping my track.
Oh, Eric is excited. I have 2 of you keeping me on track now.
I'm just here for the ride.
Yes, Purple. You're just here for the jokes and the fun, and these guys over here trying to keep me on track. What the heck?
And to give fun facts and insights on the Blockheads.
Yes, absolutely. Love to hear it. We love having you here, Purple. It's so much fun.
It's nice to be on the other fun to be on the other side. I watch
Yeah,
it all. I was
it's
like,
different,
oh,
huh?
Yeah.
Seo Pow jamming against Karomatos. We have got a shout out from Tony to Karma. Go Team Philippines from your proud sponsors, Wifey and Cameron. Oh, that is so sweet, Tony.
That's adorable.
Karma has been doing great, and Karma is actually coming home with a Skater of the Game sticker because Karma won that in the last game.
Yep.
So Karma is one of the special honorees. And you guys are both saying, Aria, say that it's a Power Jam. I'm busy talking about our stickers. CO Pow is going to be in the penalty box. This will be a Power Jam for Chromatose and Boomington. And this jam is also going to go, what, Purple? This jam is going to go the full
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
This is a 2-minute jam.
Yes, it is.
So we were talking about the Philippines and how good their tripods are. I'm going to do a selfless plug here. We have some merch at the table that says, find a friend, make a shape, and the shape is in a triangle.
That's a find a friend, make a shape. Oh, that's great.
We have a corn shape, and then we have a triangle shape. Our merch team worked really hard to...
That's actually really fun. I love it.
Tail Feather and Crossfire listen to your corny jokes and sayings, and we put them on our merch.
Really?
We take Derby Date Night
Oh, I love
funny
it.
things and put it on our merch.
That's amazing. Pow is out of the box. Both jammers out on the track for 25 more seconds. Is that Tail Feather?
That is Tail Feather.
Tail Feather took a star pass and is going to be a jammer for 15 more seconds. I'm sure Tail Feather is very excited about this.
That face was pure joy.
I hope Tail Feather's kids are watching and getting inspiration.
They're actually at our merch booth.
They're at the merch booth?
They're at the merch booth.
Multi-talented family.
Oh, yeah. All hands on deck.
Jenny says to Tony, cutest sponsors ever. Wifey and Cameron.
Oh, yeah.
DB again mentioning Ms. Tiza. DB is all in on being excited for Ms. Tiza. Melanin, did you just cheer for Nako and then Nako went to the penalty box? Is that what happened? Is that why you said uh-oh? Because that's what happens to me all the time, is I root for somebody and then they immediately go to the penalty box.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a weird curse. If you say it out loud, all of a sudden it goes away.
Oh, and Blockheads just did one of those anvil and hammers we saw earlier, knocking the jammer out.
Shreddy Mercury is lead jammer, and Karma is out there as jammer for Team Philippines with 7 minutes left in this game and 2 minutes left to vote for your skater of the game. Currently winning is Damulog. Beautiful. Godzilla Rex coming out of the pack and immediately focusing on blocking to help out the jammer there.
They put their butt just right in the right place.
Right? It was perfect.
Yeah, I saw that. That they slid in real nice.
Yep. Beautiful. Shreddy Mercury getting recycled to the back here. I Am Godzilla coming around so speedy. Was not able to snag any points. Boomington was able to get 4 points. Boomington's up to 67. I love how Boomington is holding on here and just continuing to like chip away and continuing to get points. Again, continuing to learn in this tournament.
Yeah, the deficit is pretty wide, so catching up fully in the second half is not plausible, but they're still working their butts off.
Yeah,
they're
exactly. You're going to learn all the way until the end of the game. Okay, so if the standings stay the same as they are right now, we are going to see, let's see, Game 5. We are going to see Boomington tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock playing the loser of the next game. And we are going to see the winner in the championship tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time playing the winner of the next game. So much more derby to happen and so much fun.
Oh, yeah. I believe we will be vying for 5th place.
5th.
Or if I looked at it as my eyes got crossed trying to figure out our paths.
Yeah,
what's going to look like for
path?
the next... Which path do we take?
All right, 4 points for Ms. Tiza. DB, you spoke it into existence. You were like, Ms. Tiza, let's see Ms. Tiza jam. Ms. Tiza forces that call off from Killdeer. Killdeer was able to grab a couple points there for Boomington. Arnold shouting out Team Philippines number 7, Jolly Bay. And it's about time to shut down that poll. Who is going to be our skater of the game for Game 2 for Team Philippines and Boomington Blockheads? It looks like that honor is going to go to Baby Damulog.
Ding, ding, ding.
We will be honoring Baby Damulog with a Skater of the Game sticker after this game.
It's so bedazzled too, or shiny.
It's so glittery and shiny.
I love glitter. I love glitter.
Seo Pow almost
look at
out and
Spincerella.
is out. Spincerella, good job there.
Yeah. she-
Second
one of her-
second game ever
Yeah, second or third game.
Woohoo.
I was like, I can't remember at this point. I'm
with
second.
one-on-one blocking.
Yeah, I'm second guessing myself. But new skater.
Wow.
Less than 6-9 months.
Okay, Seo Pow, meanwhile, has 1.5 years of skating experience.
She's
that's
holding
it.
her own. Yeah. They're all-
Amazing. Like, look at these skaters who have not. And Baby Damulag, our skater of the game, 2 years.
All very new and young, which is great. Great. Love to see new faces in Derby.
So great. I mean, we've got some skaters who've got a lot of. I mean, Ella has 14 years of Derby experience.
That's amazing.
That's so amazing.
I'm just on my third season myself, so I would be considered a baby skater compared to others as well.
Well, and I don't know what Ella's. Wait, is there? Oh, Godzilla. That's Godzilla. I was like, there's no Ella on here. Godzilla.
Ella is capitalized.
Okay, DB is shouting out the jokes are killer. I haven't told a joke in a while, have I? And we got to tell our farming jokes.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, this game is coming to an end, and I haven't told very many jokes.
Lego. For Team Philippines, the pivot, I can't see who that is. They were ready to brace, and Lego's like, I got you.
Oh, these are so bad. Who tells chicken jokes? A comedy hen.
But not.
What's a scarecrow's favorite fruit? Strawberries. DP is like, I take it back. The jokes are not good.
You looked at me like, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to.
I didn't want to say the punchline. Panay, Envy, and Shreddy Mercury. Panay is going to become your lead jammer. I keep saying Panay, and Envy came to me and said, everybody calls me Envy. And I keep going, Panay, Envy. Envy is
Envy.
lead jammer. Shreddy Mercury chasing Envy down. Melanin, I love seeing all your support for Team Philippines in the chat. We really miss having you here. I wish that you were here too. I wish we could have everybody come back every year. Everybody. We just add teams every year instead of keeping a limit.
That would be like a week-long tournament.
That would be
we
the
turn it-
longest
we-
tournament ever.
Turn into March Madness,
Right?
which would be better. It'd be
That's
better.
64 teams. I don't think I could announce for all the games of the tournament if it was a March Madness
You
style.
would definitely need all right, this is how I do it. Like, you still do Derby date night, but you'll have to, have some employees at
Right.
that point.
Some franchises.
Franchises, yeah. Branch out a little bit.
Well, you and Cannon Fodder, you're married, so you could technically have your own franchise for Derby Date Night.
Well, partners, not married.
Partners. You're together.
We're
which-
together.
That counts.
We're touched at the hip.
Just people who love each other
Yes.
can be on Derby Date Nights.
I was like, you upgraded our relationship.
I did. Sorry. Didn't mean to put any pressure on anyone. No upgrade. Hey, there's your skater of the game, Baby Damulag,
999.
as your lead jammer for Team Philippines. Oh, coming through. Woo!
We got a
Beautiful
star pass.
job.
Look at that.
Star pass for Bloomington to Van Gogh. 59 seconds left in this game. Eric, am I allowed to say one more jam? He says no.
No, not yet.
Did you listen in the last
yeah,
game?
I did.
I kept saying it's only going to be one more jam, and then there was 2 more. And Eric, it was 3? 3? He
Yeah.
said, you keep saying it's the last jam.
It's 3
I'm
more.
doing it, though. With 39 seconds left, we're going to get one more jam.
At least one more jam.
At least one more jam. Eric, how many more jams do you think we have? 2?
2.
What about you, Purple?
I think 2.
2?
2 sounds like a good.
I'm going with 1. I'm going with 1.
Blockheads are
Seo
going to fight.
Pow and Chromatos. Blockheads are doing great.
Oh, yeah.
Seo Pow is your lead jammer for Team Philippines. Only 2 penalties removed lead in this game. Wow, very low penalties on the jammers. That's great. King Chaos rooting for Mom. Go Godzilla Rex.
Comatose
Seo Pow. Oh! That looked like it hurt, but
Yeah.
Pow is right back up and back in the pack. The period clock has run out. This will be the last jam. I win all the bets. As we come to a close here, this is not the end of Derby for today. We have 2 more games. Looks like Team Philippines is going to our championship game tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Boomington will be playing tomorrow at 11 o'clock. These are all Eastern time. Seo Pow is going to be This is going to be a 2-minute jam for
Yep.
our last jam
They
as
just
Pow
gotta
is going to the box.
Track cut.
Track cut. Oh.
See that in the lead.
Yeah, you said you jinxed it, Eric. You said only 2 penalties have removed lead. Now we've had 3
Yep.
that have removed lead. So we have 44 more seconds of Derby to have as Chromatos continues to jam. This next game coming up in 20 minutes is going to be Root River Rollers versus the Rolla Rockets. R.
There's a
Root
lot of
River
Rs.
Rolla Rockets. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a
You
game.
need to shorten them just to save your tongue.
It's the what? Pirate jokes.
Pirates,
R. Totally pulling out the pirate jokes for the R game. Root River and Rolla Rockets. I gotta get my jokes ready. All right, this has been so much fun watching these 2 teams battle it out. Pow is back out of the box.
Chrome's in the box. looks
Chrome's
like.
now in the box.
Yep.
Oh,
I didn't see how that happened.
I was gonna say Pow was out of the box and into our hearts because I just have loved watching all these skaters.
What
I don't
a
know if
good
you can
jam.
hear the crowd. The crowd is just shouting. And Purple, guess what? You just got a shout out being a good MC. You've done a wonderful job. I hope that you've enjoyed
Oh, it's been
being on the mic
wonderful.
with me.
I'm so glad you indulged me when I messaged you.
Absolutely. We love and being able to have your insight into Boomington. It's always great to feel like we get to know these teams a little bit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we really, really enjoy it. And it's been so fun enjoying time with you all. And Danielle, that's so sweet. Danielle says it's the best Derby streaming I've seen, and we're so lucky to have you. Oh, thank you guys. You are all so sweet, and I want to meet you all in person. I still think, serious, that we should have a Derby date night cruise. I really do. Wouldn't that be so much fun?
What would we broadcast?
Well, we just gonna hang out because the third wheels, we're just gonna hang out. I guess we could broadcast us hanging out. We could have a Derby cruise. Okay, Sirius is playing music and
Yeah.
he's like, Aria, stop! It's time
We're
to
done.
go. No,
Give yourself
I'm
a
not
break.
stopping because Tony Alberto is sending us a super chat in appreciation of all our good work, and we have a dancing. What is that? Avocado? You better put that avocado up on screen. I don't care if the game's over. I want to see the avocado. That is a great way to go to our break. We will be back in 20 minutes with an R game of Root River and Rolla Rockets here on Derby Date Night.